Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Planner Lex. Glad to see you back. And if you're new here, welcome to my channel and I hope you enjoy my stuff. So, as you guys can tell already probably, this is another collab with one of my favorite planner girls, Ranaplans. So, if you're coming here from her channel, hello. And if you want to go check out her video, please do so. The link to her video will be in the description below. So this video is how to avoid over planning for the day, which I think is a really good idea to share, and I'm really glad we came up with this idea because I think it's something pretty much anyone who's planning can struggle with pretty easily. I think a lot of us are very ambitious and want to get a lot done in the day. So it's kind of hard to be both realistic and plan a productive day that will feel accomplished and feel like, things got done. We took care of our ish. So I have a few tips, not only from things I've learned, but also things I tend to do and know that I should do better. So it's going to be a little combination of both. So let's just open up to my daily page. I'm sure you're probably wondering what's going on in here. I made like this daily dashboard thing that was kind of inspired by the Planner Spots system that she uses in her personal with a Foxy Fix dashboard, and I didn't have one of those, so I made some with adhesive pockets and another one on the back, and I just kind of use it as like a dashboard for my meals, any reminders, things like that, and then my ideal morning and evening routine are there. So there's that. And then I also, which is probably one of my first tips, have my ideal block schedule. So I highly, highly recommend having some sort of ideal schedule to use as a guideline for your days, and to also have just like a template for what things can get done during certain times that works the best for you. I don't really like to go in blind in pretty much any sort of area that I'm planning in. I like to have routines, schedules, and just guidelines. It just helps so much and it saves a lot of time. So that's probably my first tip right there. So I'm planning for Thursday the 16th, and I've already started to map out some of my typical events for the day, but I really should also check on my weekly page and see what's going on Thursday. So, according to my weekly page, it's a filming day. So, another tip I have is to kind of set like themes for the day or priorities. And for me, that actually usually comes from my day specific tasks. And I use that term because of this Peanuts Planner Co. insert. It's one of my favorites. I don't have it in A6, unfortunately, but I do still like to reference this every now and then. For the most part, I have this memorized, but something like this is great, especially because you can track how often you actually do the task. But just having some sort of guideline for what days you can do, what type of tasks you can do on certain days. If you're familiar with the Fly Lady method, I'm pretty sure they do something similar. But again, just kind of setting a certain theme and batching certain tasks for certain days. So for Thursdays, I typically like to work on social media stuff. So Thursday is a recording day. So I might just, remember that and kind of make sure my tasks are oriented towards that type of thing. Other than that, I'm also looking at my Discbound monthly right now, and I can see that I need to remind myself that I'm expecting a Moterm delivery today. I'm expecting that Moterm personal size planner to be coming today. So I'm going to write in this note section, filming day, and expected Moterm delivery. So setting those priorities for the day also allows you to know what not to plan. I think that's almost kind of the key to planning, to avoid over planning, is to know what not to put on your to-do list, what not to put in your schedule. So again, I know that I'm going to prioritize filming and YouTube and social media related tasks and other tasks. I am confident I know I will get certain other tasks done on other days. It just is kind of a relief for me to know, okay, I can focus on this today because my other stuff has their own day set. So I've already, as I said, planned certain things that typically happen. And I'm going to be using this schedule here, and I'm going to continue to schedule in my day based on my box schedule. So I have that, and I know that at 5 o'clock I start to work on the get it done section. So I know I can probably see myself working on studying, chores, or weekly tasks. So I think because that weekly task I said was recording, I think I'm going to spend about 2 hours on that. So I guess I'll get another highlighter and map out 2 hours for, that almost looks the same, for recording. So filming, and as I map out this time, I want to try to be as realistic as possible. That's another pretty major tip. You have to be realistic and know that you can't fit everything in a day. You have 24 hours, and whatever you can fit in is what you should be able to do, and whatever you can't has to wait for another day. So again, I'm putting in my weekly task, which is filming, into these 2 hours here. And then I'm already at I'm already at 7 o'clock, so I could probably try to fit something else, but most likely it's going to be dinner. So I'm going to not schedule anything specific for 7 o'clock. I'm going to schedule in dinner. And then that brings me to 8 o'clock, which starts me time. And that pretty much means I can be doing anywhere from Netflix to self-care and my night routine. But I do know I have some socializing events going on tomorrow, so I want to make sure my nails are good and my hair is good. And I'm going to give myself about an hour for each. Hair first, and then nails. And then that puts me at 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock, where I'll probably find myself doing my night routine and just relaxing in bed. So I don't need to like schedule anything. And that's why I'm okay with this specific insert. Because I don't really do anything like specific that late, typically. So I've already scheduled in my day for the most part, but I kind of want to go back and add some of the things that I also find important and see if I can fit anything else. Like, for example, even though I'm usually in work until 4, I do usually finish around 2 or 1. So I want to spend these last 2 hours or so studying at work, which is okay at my job, by the way. So I'm going to give myself a little chem session. And I say that because that was also part of my to-do list in my weekly spread. So that's kind of how I've mapped out my day. It doesn't look like there's too much going on, but I do have this task list here that I need to take care of as well. So one of my tips for filling out the actual to-do list section is keeping only my non-negotiable tasks on. And a lot of the times they are going to be related to those day-specific tasks, which was filming for the day. So I'm going to need to spend some time planning out the video. I'm going to actually record the video. And I'm going to need to take a thumbnail picture while I'm there. So I'm sure you're probably wondering why I put that into 3 different tasks, but another major important thing is to break down all your tasks as specific and as detailed as possible. because that will give you a better feel of how much is actually needing to get done, and that'll also help you plan better for how long something's going to take. Something that reminds me of is the task management insert from the planner spot, which might be a good way to practice breaking things down. I really like to have that next to my inbox, which again is another tip, which I would say I like to have an inbox or next action, or I guess you could say like a running to-do list, to pull tasks from as well. So I know I'm going to be working on this collab with Rana, and if I don't get the planner in the mail, I'm going to need to get the refund today. Today's the deadline. So that's something else I can add. From my inbox as well. So again, this inbox is going to be really important so that you know that your tasks are still being addressed in your planner somewhere, but it doesn't have to go in your daily. Again, I like to make sure I keep like non-negotiable things that really, really, really need to get done in that specific day in my daily, and I can always add in or complete more tasks than I actually plan out, but it's better than over planning and feeling, beating yourself up for not getting every task done that you wrote down. So I like to make sure I have some sort of other running to-do list in my planner somewhere. And that's where I like to say my tempting tasks will go. But if I really feel like I want to add something else, that's not necessarily non-negotiable, so I guess they would be unnegotiable tasks. Sometimes what I like to do is put them at the bottom of the list, separate from the top, so that I know, okay, if this doesn't get done, it's okay, but this might be one of the first things I reach for if I do have a little extra time. So something like that would be, I can't think quite, right now, but as we go along, I might come up with something that might need to go there. But let's keep adding in those non-negotiable tasks. So I added in what I need to do with regards to filming, and I added in the MoTerm thing because that was, if it doesn't come today, I get to get a refund. Actually, that probably would have been something that is negotiable because I don't have to do it today. Today's just the first day I could do it. So let's pretend I wrote that down here as a tempting task. But I also see that in the chem session, I might want to set a goal for something to get done in terms of studying, and that task would be to complete a set of questions for chemistry. So complete chemistry questions for a specific chapter. And I might want to be more specific in the to-do list about what I want to get done in terms of hair, nails. I want to do a twist out and a pedicure. Now, these two tasks are actually pretty much regular and repeating or recurring tasks. So another tip I have is to actually use like your task system or like habit trackers for those regular and repeating tasks. I don't always make it a point to write them in per se, and I like to use like the task flag system. Now I didn't use them this time around because I'm still in the process of making them. So, but let's pretend I'm adding this in as part of my daily planning. And that's something I would put on my dashboard. So let's say I put like the nails here, the hair here, and then I also, in my goals and projects section, I have some task flags specifically for social media stuff. So I would take that out and add the filming flag. What I love about the task flag system is that you can be as dynamic as possible, and I think that's another really important thing when it comes to daily planning, is being flexible. Sometimes things take longer than you expected, or not as long, or you just don't have the motivation, or any sort of reason why something might not be able to get done. So having like a system where you can move things around makes it, takes the pressure off of things having to get done that particular day. And to me, hair and nails aren't essential. I can easily have, go out with my friends without those things being done. However, it is pretty important to me. And same that goes with filming. It's not like, life or death, but it is a regular repeating task, and it's something that I do typically like to get done on Thursdays. So that's another tip there. I think my day is pretty much planned out. But maybe I'll also be more specific about what workout I want to do. So I also have another routine here in my health section. Again, I love routine, so it keeps my mind I get to kind of like be calm and organized, and I don't have to think too hard. And for Thursdays, I typically work on upper body. So I'm going to give myself about 30 minutes of arm workout for today. So that pretty much I'll get like a 30-minute nap and a 30-minute workout. I think that's pretty reasonable. So I think my day is pretty much planned, but I wanted to make a note that I think one of the reasons why we tend to over plan is because we want our daily page to look really filled in. At least that's for me. So someone might be bothered by the fact that like here and here my to-do list isn't full. This is probably realistically how many tasks I can get done in a day, but visually and aesthetically I might be a little bit bothered by the fact that it's not filled in. So for that, I think a tip I have is, again, to make sure all your tasks are broken down as much as possible. And if you still haven't gotten to that full spread that you want to achieve, you might want to consider using an insert that has a shorter to-do list, or you can pull out like your stickers to kind of just like fill in some space. So that's kind of a new idea that I thought of recently. I'm going to try it out today just because. So I might add like maybe even a full box here or a sticker here, and it just kind of makes things feel more, filled in. So I might have some non-negotiable tasks I might want to put here, but so I don't fill things up, I might just add a sticker there or something. That seems a little random, but I just wanted to show that that was a new idea I came up with. But otherwise, you might, again, want to try a different insert, or consider just filling it in with some other non-task related thing, if that makes sense. So I think for the most part, my day is pretty well planned. I've scheduled everything in. My tasks are broken down. I didn't put too many tasks in, and pretty much all these tasks are also found in the schedule already. I have a priority, have a reminder, and I know what's happening today. I also have my recurring tasks here in case I, have a chance to get those done, and if I don't, I can move them to the next day. I have a place to track my meals. I have my ideal routine to look at as well. And for the most part, I'm pretty much well planned out for the day. So I hope that was helpful to you guys. I'm glad that I had a chance to collab with Rana. So again, be sure you check out her video. I'm sure it's great. And I will see you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe if you would like, and I will catch you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.